The pressures of workplace culture. In the heart of a bustling city stood the towering glass edifice of Titan Dynamics, a tech giant known for its innovative solutions and fierce competitiveness. Within its sleek walls, a myriad of employees hustled through their days, their faces illuminated by the glow of computer screens. Among them was Clara, a diligent software developer who had recently joined the company, her heart brimming with ambition and the desire to make an impact. From her first day, Clara was swept into the whirlwind of Titan's relentless workplace culture. The air buzzed with an unspoken competition, a race to be the first to solve problems and the quickest to deliver results. Meetings started promptly at 8 a.m. and often ran late into the evening. The pressure was palpable. Each employee was expected to contribute groundbreaking ideas while juggling deadlines that seemed to multiply like rabbits. There was an unyielding expectation to be available at all hours, and the always-on culture left little room for personal lives. Clara found herself caught in this challenging environment. She worked late, often skipping lunch breaks, her desk cluttered with empty coffee cups and energy drink cans. The bright screens that once excited her began to feel like a cage, and the laughter of her colleagues during brief moments of respite felt like a distant echo. Yet, she pushed through, driven by the fear of disappointing her team and the desire to prove herself. One afternoon, during a particularly intense sprint towards a project deadline, Clara's manager, Ryan, called for an impromptu brainstorming session. The conference room, filled with the buzz of nervous energy, quickly fell silent as Ryan laid out the challenge. The team had to innovate a new feature for their flagship product, and they needed results fast. Clara's heart raced. She could feel the weight of expectations pressing down on her shoulders. As the session progressed, ideas flew around the room, each one building upon the last. Clara, however, struggled to voice her thoughts. The fear of being judged for her ideas gnawed at her. What if her suggestion was deemed inadequate? What if it was dismissed outright? The unrelenting culture of competition made her second-guess herself. When a more experienced colleague presented a concept that was met with rapturous applause, Clara felt a pang of jealousy and self-doubt. The pressure to perform was overwhelming, and she wondered if she could ever measure up. Weeks passed, and the relentless pace began to take its toll on Clara. She found herself increasingly isolated, her once vibrant enthusiasm dimmed by the constant comparison to her peers. Nights spent coding turned into sleepless hours as her mind replayed every moment of the day, dissecting her contributions and feeling inadequate. The camaraderie she had hoped to find in the workplace felt superficial, overshadowed by competition and ambition. One evening, as she sat alone in her dimly lit cubicle, Clara received a message from a fellow developer, Lisa, who had noticed her struggle. "Hey, want to grab coffee? I think we could use a break," it read. Hesitant but grateful for the gesture, Clara accepted. Over steaming cups of coffee, the two shared their experiences of the pressures they faced at Titan Dynamics. Lisa opened up about her own feelings of doubt and the stress of constant performance evaluations. Clara felt a sense of relief wash over her. She was not alone in her struggles. Their conversation shifted something within Clara. She realized that the culture at Titan Dynamics, while driven and ambitious, lacked a sense of community and support. Inspired by their shared experiences, Clara and Lisa decided to establish a small group where employees could come together, not just to discuss work, but to share their challenges and support one another. They called it The Collective, a safe space for vulnerability amidst the corporate pressures. As the collective gained traction, Clara felt a renewed sense of purpose. It became a refuge where ideas could be shared without fear of judgment, where laughter and support filled the gaps left by the relentless competition. Employees began to open up about their struggles, and the culture slowly began to shift. The pressure to be perfect was replaced by a commitment to growth and collaboration. In time, Clara's confidence blossomed. She found her voice in meetings and contributed ideas that were not only recognized, but celebrated. The weight of expectations transformed from a burden into motivation, fueled by the understanding that everyone was in this together. Rather than competing, they began to uplift one another. As Clara stood on the balcony of Titan Dynamics one bright morning, looking out over the city, she felt a sense of belonging she had once feared lost. Her appreciation for the moment and how perception stunted her growth. Life Skills TTP, enjoy your day.